Hey everybody, the Bong is here, ready to give you a brand new Let's Play. Yu-Gi-Oh! 7 Trials to Glory, World Championship 2005. For the Game Boy Advance. This is brought to you by GameAnyone.com. Okay, well this was actually one of the games I was thinking about doing to celebrate my 7th year on YouTube, like my 7-year anniversary. However, I decided that Final Fantasy VII actually be a bit of a better draw than another Yu-Gi-Oh! Game. But I decided I'm going to do this as a side project, because I remember this was the second ever Yu-Gi-Oh! Game that I played, and I really enjoy this one. It definitely made some changes compared to 2004 edition. Like, you have a little bit more free roam ability to challenge your duelists, and you can get to buy your own cards. Well, there's still a password system in which you can buy your own cards that way, but yeah, I didn't really do that. So of course we're going to start a new game. I was doing a bit of practice, so we're going to delete that data. Okay, I'm in the card shop now. Welcome. How exciting. A first-time customer. So you want to start dueling? Then you first need to buy a starter deck. How about this one? Okay, so occasionally you can go to the shop just so you can buy some cards. Like, you can see like the name of the pack right here with the black text. It'll tell you in the blue number, which in this case it's 3, how many cards you can get. Your DP is your currency, which right now I have 3,000 duelist points. If I were to buy one of these packs, and as you can see there's only one for sale today, the stock will actually change over time within the course of a day. It will cost me 100 duelist points. Below that, you'll see that the card icon, right now I have 0 cards in my basket. And you can only buy up to 300 cards maximum at a time before you can end your purchase, and you can always just go back and get a new one. Okay, so let's take a look at them right now. The Light Collection, as you can see, has 7 cards, but it costs 250 duelist points. Right now, because I have literally no cards in my library, I should buy a standard pack. The Yugi one will cost me 2,000 duelist points. The Kaiba one will cost 2,000. Well, they all cost 2,000, but they have different amounts of cards. The Joey standard one has 45 cards, but I think I'm going to go with the Yugi one. So I'll add that to my library right now. And I think I'll buy some extra cards as well. Like, what would go good right now? I think I should buy... I'll buy, like... I can only buy, like, a 1 water collection, because I only have 1 available. I should get a light one. And, let's see, I only got room for 500 more. I should probably get spellcasters. And then I'll buy one of the Volume 4 packs, which has 5 cards in there for 150 duelist points. And I got room for 250 more. So let me buy a Bakura pack. And then, what else can I buy? Do I want soldiers, insects, or dragons? Let's go with insects. Because there might be the chance I get a man-eater bug. You can check the contents of your basket right there if you're, like, unsure. Like, if you want to re-verify what you got. Out of all these, I'm going to get, like, 30 cards. Not counting this stuff right here. And you can see the description for the pack. Like, this pack contains insects. No shit. And then, once you're done, you can exchange the contents of your basket by going to this part right here. And when you're exchanging, just say yes. In which deck do you want to set Yugi Standard? I don't want that on any deck, because I want to create my own deck. If I were to say deck 1, then whatever was in the Yugi box will automatically be deck 1. And I can make changes wherever. Okay, so let's just go through, like, all the Volume 3 cards. Which, of course, there was only 5. So I got Lord of the Lamp, which looks like if Grimace had sex with a Pringles guy and they had a love child. Dragon Seeker, which is not bad. I mean, when this card is summoned, excluding special summon, destroy one face-up Dragon-type monster on the field. It has 2,000 attack points, so it's not bad, but not great for a 6-star monster. Starboy is good for boosting your water-type monsters, and I guess that includes the enemy's water-type monsters, and decreases fire monsters. So, it's weak, but if you're using a lot of water monsters, it can really come in handy. Little Chimera is basically the reverse, where it powers up fire and lowers water. House of Adhesive Tape, it's not that great. Well, it kind of works like, if your opponent summoned a monster that had 500 defense points or less, you can destroy it. I think that only includes like normal summons though. Okay, you can open all the Volume 4 packs, or if you wanted to open them all at once, just go to all packs, press B, and there you go. Now I can go through like all these cards at once. So I got Gokabore, White Magical Hat. Well, you can pretty much do this if you want to, but I think from now on, when I buy cards, I'm going to do them pack per pack rather than all at once, so you can get a better idea, and like if you're looking for a specific card, what pack you want to buy. I like White Magical Hat even though it's weak because it has the ability to discard monsters from an opponent's hand. Mass Sorcerer has a similar effect where you inflict damage to your opponent's life points with this card. I get to draw a card from my deck. It's only 900 attack points though, so I don't know if I'm going to use it. Guiltia, the D-Knight, which is fusion, of course. You got Cockroach Knight. Some of these are not that amazing, but I'll be able to sort through them whenever I assemble my deck. Robin Goblin's actually pretty good. I like Robin Goblin. Wingweaver is pretty awesome, 2,750 attack points. Sea Serpent Warrior of Darkness is pretty good for a 4-star monster, has 1,800 attack points. I'll definitely be using that. And I think that was it, aside from the cards I got from the Yugi Standard Pack. There are many duelists in town, so don't be shy and feel free to challenge them. At the end of the week, there's a tournament, so you need to gather lots of cards to make a strong deck. Becoming a champion isn't a cakewalk. You have to work at it. Yeah, I'll be fine. Okay, so you can pretty much talk to anybody, including people from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime, such as Joey. I'm gonna show the entire town how Joey, the godfather of games, duels. And if you want to duel them, just press the R button. Now you can just press A when you're not near anyone. You can go home and you can like advance time throughout a day. The time does not advance automatically, so you can duel as many people as you want in a single day. Card trade is only good if you have like a link cable. Options will allow you to change how the game works, like the animation speed and the language, etc., etc. You can go to your status, so you can see what's on your schedule, and apparently I got 7.3% of all the cards in the game already. Not bad. And I have no duel points because I spent them all. And this is where you're going to be going to a lot to actually edit your deck. So, you can pretty much just go into that. Alright, so, these are all the cards I have right now. I want to sort them by attack power, because I want to go through my monsters first. Obviously, I'm going to want Summon Skull, because that's a 6-star monster, and I can get it out right away. Wingweaver is also pretty good. Now, there's also 5-star monster for 2,400 attack points? That's pretty damn good. I might also want to go with effect monsters as well. So, in case I'm battling, like, say, someone that uses dragons, Dragon Seeker will be pretty good. I guess I could always sort them by, like, stars as well. That would also be a good idea. Okay, so, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sort it by, well, their level. That way I can still get a good gauge on what I want to do. So these are the only like 7+ star monsters. Therefore, I will go with Wingweaver, Dark Magician. And as for the other monsters, right here, I'm going to go with Summon Skull and probably Dragon Seeker. Terra King Salmon is good, don't get me wrong. But if I had like another spell card, like a Legendary Ocean, I might consider that instead. because then I'll be able to summon it without a sacrifice. We'll go over those rules later. Okay, I think I want to go back to sorting by attack power. I think I might be doing that already, but I might as well just get this set up now. I do apologize if this is taking a while, but I only got like 4 cards in my deck right now, and we can't have that. Sea Serpent Warrior of Darkness, Neo the Magic Swordsman, which is pretty good. I like to pump out as much like heavy attack power as possible. You know, go a little bit of beatdown, but I don't want to do it too much. Remember, I want to put some good effect monsters in there too. You can press the right button, that allows you to go through them faster. Flying Kamakiri number 1. Okay, so it allows me to special summon a wind monster of 1500 attack or less if it's destroyed in battle. Let's put that in, and I'm going to try to look for a wind monster that's a decent attack power, or it at least has a good effect. Ooh, Wall of Illusion's actually pretty good, because it can like take some monsters away from the field. White Magical Hat I'll definitely put in. Mystical Elf would be good for defense. Let's see. I could probably put in Starboy to boost my water monsters as well. Trapmaster is also good, so is Man-Eater Bug. Oh, Man-Eater Bug is really good. Dark Hole, as you can see, it's actually blinking green. I mean blue. Oh my god, why did I say green? Blue means you can only have one of that card in your deck. If it's flashing red, it's forbidden. Like, you cannot use it at all. Card Destruction will also be good. Fissure and Trap Hole, definitely good. See, Monster Reborn, I'm not allowed to have in my deck. If I put it in my deck, and I try to duel someone, then Mokuba is going to come over and tell me that I cannot duel. I will be banned to do so. Ultimate Offering would be good if I want to get some summons. Unfortunately, I can't use Change of Heart either. I can use Robin Goblin, though, and Wabaku. What's Thousand Knives do again? Okay, you can only activate this when you have a face-up Dark Magician on your side of the field. Destroy one monster on your opponent's side of the field. It could be useful. The only problem is, it's like one of those times where you can barely get a good use out of it. And it looks like I'm not going to get much use out of my spells or traps, because I don't really have a lot of them. Well, I consider Yami because, you know, I do like to use some dark monsters. Alright, so I guess the rest of these, I'm just gonna have to focus on, you know, like, attacking. I gotta get at least, like, 40 monsters, 40 cards. So, let's just focus on, well, taking care of the rest. Oh, I got an idea. Why don't I filter it by... I want to put some wind monsters because it'll be good for my Flaming Kamakiri. Let's see. Where's Wind? Wind. Where are you, Wind? I don't have much wind monsters at all. In fact, I hardly have any. Alright, let's just bump the rest up. I'll definitely be making some changes to my folder as the time comes. Oh jeez, I had a wind monster right there. I could have used that. Dang it, Bobby. Okay, so this is going to be in my current deck. And you can create like multiple decks. I can create up to 20. Which is a pretty far cry from like 2004 version where you can only have 3 decks. I'm gonna talk to this Bob Marley ripoff right here. You seem cool. Duel with me? Alright, I'll press the R button and you go, fight, fight, fun! And as standard Yu-Gi-Oh, if you want to like decide who goes first or second, you just go rock, paper, scissors. I lost, I'm okay with that. And the opponent wants to go second. Alright, so compared to other GBA Yu-Gi-Oh games, you don't have to worry about that scrolling background that could give people motion sickness. Alright, so here's what we got here. I enter my draw phase, which allows me to draw a card. Standby phase, just certain effects that happen between the draw phase and your main phase when you're allowed to do anything. Alright, so, what do I want to start with? I think I want to play the Yami Field card, which powers up fiends and spellcasters on the field by 200 points and lowers fairies by 200 points. Which will definitely come in handy because, well, Baron of the Fiend's Sword is, well, obviously a fiend. But let's see, what if I can actually goad him into attacking? So I'm going to put my Ancient Elf in defense mode. Like, I'm going to set it face down. And then I will end my turn, and then my opponent gets to go. Ah, Fiend Kraken. Oh, okay, that would definitely beat my Ancient Elf. So that kind of sucked, but I still have Baron of the Fiend's Sword to take out the Fire Kraken. Now, I could have pressed A to draw a card, but if you want to get through it faster, just press R. Okay, let's see. I definitely want to summon Baron of the Fiend's Sword in attack mode. And it'll get powered up by Yami anyway. Alright, so I'm going to enter my battle phase. If my cursor was away from all this, I could either just go to it, or you can press the L button, and you'll just go to your next monster that needs to attack automatically anyway. Makes things a lot easier, so I definitely like that in the game. It feels like a little stiff, the movements, but at the same time, the game just moves a little bit faster. So I'm going to set Wabaku face down. It'll definitely help me out. Because there are multiple instances in which you can activate Wabaku, I'm going to be saying no a lot by just pressing B. It gets annoying, but it's really helpful. Okay, Ultimate Offering is also pretty good. I think I'll set that face down. And then I'll summon Dragon Zombie in attack mode. Ah, I had a Trap Hole. The Trap Hole will automatically destroy a monster when it's normal summoned or flip summoned if the attack power is 1000 or more. Ah, Violent Rain. Alright. That Violent Rain has come to an end. Alright, so obviously, the way to win, you have to bring your opponent's life points down to 0. Of course, there are other ways you can win, such as having like all 5 cards of Exodia in your hand at the same time, or other circumstances like the Destiny board. There's also Last Turn. Ooh, 1000 Knives would actually work well if I get Dark Magician out. Problem is, I need like another monster so I can summon that one. Remember, with Dark Magician, I need 2 monsters to sacrifice as opposed to just 1. Okay, it was only Stuffed Animal. So he didn't really have a trap card that could have destroyed my monster instantly. You know, Mirror Force would be such an example. Okay, he's got nothing to answer that Baron of the Fiend's Sword. So, depending on how many duels I'm going to have in a day, I'm probably going to have, like, a few. You know, not too many at the same time. I'm probably thinking maybe 3 or 4, depending on the speed of these duels. Or, if I'm feeling a bit adventurous, I can just roll a d8, and whatever I roll determines how many duels I'm going to have in a day, or a video. Of course, I'm not just going to have, like, 1 duel if I roll a 1. Like, say, for example, the lowest I'm going to get is 4. If I rolled a 5, then I have 5 duels. If I roll a 4, 4 duels. If I roll a 3, 4 duels. Anywhere between 1 and 4 is 4 duels. I'm not deciding if I'm going to do that. We'll just see how this goes. Please, give me another monster. I'm begging ya. Oh my god, let's remove Trap. That does not help me at all. Well, I guess I'll activate Robin Goblin. There, whenever I'm able to inflict life point damage, I can discard 1 random card. And you can just hold the R button if you want to read the description without just pressing A on it. So if I'm actually able to destroy that monster and get to their life points directly, or just defeat a monster that's in attack mode, then I'll be in a good position. to actually utilize Robin Goblin. Oh, that's Penguin Soldier. Okay, when it's flipped up, it'll force me to put at least 2 monsters, like, off the field into the user's hand. So, I guess I'll just summon it back. Yeah, so how about these nuts? Because it wasn't destroyed and I didn't summon a monster, I could do... well, just summon that monster back. He still doesn't have an answer! Jamaica Man got nothing! Oh, I finally got a monster in my hand. Oh, that's so good! There, and I got Great White in play. So you know what? I think now would be a good time to activate Ultimate Offering. So with that, I could probably use this turn to summon Dark Magician, but I have to give up 500 life points. That's 3,000 knives. Destroy 1 monster on your opponent's side of the field. It doesn't say if it has to be face up. Okay. That gives me some hope. Alright, that one. And that one. There. Now let's bring the Dark Magician out, who's also powered up by Yami. So I'll activate 1,000 knives. And that monster is now gone. Oh, Magic Jammer. So because of that my attack got negated. Or at least my spell card got negated. So Dark Magician has to attack that monster. And thank God it was not another Penguin Soldier or Man-Eater Bug. I would have been so salty. Okay, I'm not going to be using card destruction yet. Again, just setting monsters. Like, seriously, I need a way to get to this guy's life points. Mystical Elf is not going to cut it for me. I can set it just to see if the opponent will bite, which I'm pretty sure it won't. Because lately, ever since, I think it was 2004 edition, that the AIs... oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, that sucks! I lost my Dark Magician! Okay, as I was saying, since 2004 edition, the enemy AI has gotten a little bit smarter, like they magically know the defense points of the monster that you have set. So as you can see, even though he's got 1,400 attack points, which is pretty adequate for a 4-star monster, he knew not to attack it. Because, you know, the game's cheap. And unfortunately, I have no means of taking out that Bean Soldier either. So I have to set 2 monsters down. Okay, Beta the Magnet Warrior actually has decent attack power, I'll give him that. But, oh, wait a minute. That's only 1,850 defense points. Wow, you lost that one bad. So he just randomly had to send a monster to the graveyard, or a card from his hand to the graveyard because of Robin Goblin. Wall of Illusion's effect also kicks in, forcing that monster back into the hand. So that worked out for me. Ooh, this will also work out for me. Oh, this is so good. I think I'd rather keep Wall of Illusion then, because it has 2,050 defense points. But if Mystical Elf gets flipped up, then it's 2,200. Yeah, sure, I'll just sacrifice Wall of Illusion. There, Dragon Seeker is also powered up. Oh yeah, it's not gonna look good for you now. It's time to finally bring the momentum back. Okay, it's time to end my turn. Let's see, answer to this. Bean Soldier! Oh yeah, you just brought that back. Good for you. Of course you won't bite, because you're a wuss. You're a bean, you're a magical fruit, and you're gonna toot all the way to hell, bitch. I'm not really good for taunting or trash talking. I'm really not. Alright, you're not long for this world, and there goes your other card. What was that other card anyway? I can take a look at the graveyard. Masaki, the legendary swordsman, and the other one was Guardian of the Throne Room. Jeez, Guardian of the Throne Room is actually a pretty good card. Compared to Bean Soldier. Did he literally, like, veg out or something? While he selected Bean Soldier? Whatever. I think I'll just keep this in my hand for now. Because, you know, I can't just remove cards. No, I don't want to activate one. I just can't magically remove cards from here just to make room. It's not going to work. Unfortunately, he's just going to keep setting monsters again. Shovel Crusher. Like the pet of Shovel Knight. Alright. Your move. What are you going to do with your one card in your hand? Oh my god, it was another monster. I was kind of hoping to be something he can't use. Like a powerful monster. Okay, Flying Kamakiri number 1. That'll help me out. Okay, that was reinforcements I got put face down. I suppose I can set that down too. I might as well. I think I'll attack with Dragon Seeker just in case that monster has a good amount of defense points. It didn't. Okay. It was weak as hell. If I wanted, I could have used like Castle Wall just to buff it up. You know, just to make things a little more interesting. Of course, Robin Goblin's not going to do anything because he has no cards in his hand. So, it's just a matter of time before I bring this guy down. This is a lengthy first episode, I'm telling ya. And this is only our first ever duel of this Let's Play. Okay, Gazelle, the King of Mythical Beasts. They're gonna wait so long before I finally get a chance to bring this guy to his knees. But you know what? That's fine with me. Alright, I'll attack with you. Hani! Oh, he's gonna bring back Dragon Seeker, isn't he? I thought so. Well, that kind of slowed things down. But what are you gonna do? He just happened to get lucky enough to get those specific cards. Alright, your move. Oh, Cyber Falcon, 1400 attack points. Good for you. You finally got something going. And you're not going to attack? You're not going to attack? Really? That makes no sense, but okay. No, let's just activate reinforcements. And I'm gonna power up you, I suppose. It doesn't really matter who I power up. Because either way, I'm just going to be using Fisher to automatically destroy that monster. It goes after the lowest attack power monster, but because there was only one, it was pretty much done. So a Mystical Elf can go. There. So I think this is going to be the turn where I actually win. About goddamn time. And now for the coup de grace to finally finish you off. Yeah, I win! And I only lost like 500 life points, and that was somewhere around the beginning of the duel. Okay, so you go after your duel results, and it will just tell you, like, your stats, like how many monsters you destroyed in battle, like your victory conditions. So because I brought him to 0, it's 50 points. If, say, I used Exodia or forced him to deck out, meaning like he drew but he had no cards, that would give me more points. And it took me like 29 turns to get the win. If I won it like faster, I would have got more points. So I gained like 474 points in that one duel. I'll admit, that was not bad. Oh, wow, you're a little salty. So, before I end the episode, why don't I just buy some more cards? What should I buy? I think I should buy a Dragon Pack, a Soldier Pack, and you know what? I'll buy a Dark Pack, too. And we'll go over each of those packs one at a time. I find that this is usually one of the best parts, like, just the mystery of what cards you get. Pitch Dark Dragon is actually pretty good. Let's see it. Once per turn during your main phase, if you control this monster on your field, you can equip it to your Dark Blade as an equipped spell card. Oh, this is the game, like the Yu-Gi-Oh game where they actually bring in Union monsters. Okay, so when equipped to a monster such as Dark Blade, by this card's effect, that monster's attack defense is increased by 400 points, and when it attacks with an attack that is higher than the defense position monster, inflict the difference as battle damage to your opponent's life points. But you can only have one Pitch Dark Dragon attached to Dark Blade at a time. And if the monster that this card is equipped to is destroyed in battle, this card is destroyed instead. So if it tries to defeat Dark Blade, it only destroys Pitch Dark Dragon instead. Pretty cool. Okay, Warrior Digrapher is actually pretty good because it has like 1700 attack points, so I'll be putting that in my deck. Now I'll go for the Dark Collection. Okay, let's take a look at all this. Okay, Visor Shock. When this card is normal summon, flip summon, or special summon, return all set cards on the field to their owner's respective hands. That's a 5-star monster with that low stats? It's only good for its effect, but it could be a double-edged sword. Old Vindictive Magician. Okay, it destroys one monster on the field regardless of position. So it's like a makeshift Man-Eater Bug. So if you got Man-Eater Bug and this, you could be pretty set. Invader of Darkness. As long as this card remains face up on the field, your opponent cannot activate a quick play spell card? And that's 2,900 attack points! Oh, this is definitely our go-to monster instead of Wingweaver. Holy crap, that's good. Okay, so we managed to get, like, a really nice haul. Some of which will actually be put in our deck right away. But I'll take care of that in the next episode, alright? See you later, everyone, and thanks for watching.